that we had a situation where pipe dope that we had used as a thread sealant on all the piping was starting to break off, harden, and work its way through the system.
So what we're going to do today is we brought in our Mark III power flushing machine. We're going to connect that to the system. We're going to use our DS40 system cleaner. And what we're hoping to do is that's going to go through that system in a nice closed loop, bringing it back with our DS40. It's going to circulate it around. We're going to hope to remove most of that debris out of the system. And what we're going to do is we're going to connect our FERNOX Mark III power flushing machine into the system. And now the way that the power flushing machine works is you'll have one hose going into your supply, one hose going into your return, and the pump itself is actually going to cause a circulator. Today we're actually going to be using this DS40 system cleaner. You can actually use this on systems that are younger than 7 years. And in a system like this, it's relatively new. It's a citric acid based cleaner. So what it's going to do, it's a little bit stronger than a normal cleaner, which would be F3. Now the F3 is what you would use in a system that's older than 10 years, trying to get all that magnetite, all that loose debris that's floating around in the system. This is our power flushing filter. And now what this is a magnet that connects to our power flushing machine. It basically works on magnetic force, pulling the iron oxide out of the system. This system here that we're working with is about 4 or 5 months old. We're going to go through and we're going to clean it, and we're going to pull out any kind of an oxide that built up. Now it mainly works on this magnet here. So it's a very strong magnet, so it'll grab pretty much all the particulate coming through that system. Okay, now we're going to add our DS40 to the power flushing machine. You want to add the DS40 to warm water so that it dissolves correctly. So what we're doing right now, we have the machine on, it's hooked up. We have our valves open. Due to the size of the system, we have our outlet valve wide open. And we're trying to regulate our incoming water to keep the line right in the middle where it's supposed to be. Now this will continue to circulate for a while. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but right now the water's red. In other words, DS40 is dissolved and the acid's still active. So after about maybe a half an hour or so, it might turn to a yellowish color. That means that your acid's used up. Checking the water to see if the color is reddish or if it turned to a light tan, which it turned to a light tan after 15 minutes, so we're going to add a little more DS40.
So we just drained a little water out of the system, and this is what we came up with. And that's why we are adding DS40.
Okay, we finished our cleaning with the DS40. Now we're going to add our system neutralizer to neutralize the DS40. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're circulating around the system neutralizer. We'll do that for about 10 to 15 minutes to make sure we get all the DS40 neutralized. And what will happen is if there's any pinkish color left, it'll turn yellow. And that means it's safe to actually dump down the drain. Alright, what we have now is we're getting towards the end. If you look down here, you can see the dirty water is being pumped out of the system compared to just a regular hose that's empty. So you can actually see the debris being flushed out of the system. We've isolated the boiler, the heat exchanger, so all we're going to do is run the DS40 over the heat exchanger and remove any debris from there. Alright, what we're going to do now, we've been running the machine for about 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to reverse the flow. Now what that will do is any debris that was captured moving in a clockwise motion will be kicked out going the other way around. Now this is debris that's coming out of the heat exchange that we just cleaned with the DS40. We added our neutralizer, and now we're flushing it out, we're cleaning it out, and this is some of the residue that we pulled out so far. We're at the point now where we flushed all of the main piping. We've gone through and we've descaled all 3 boilers. We're now getting cleaned up. We're going to disconnect all the piping and all the hosing, and we should be wrapping it up for the day.